Welcome everyone to Happy Gaijin one more time at night. Wait a minute, this whole thing looks kind of weird. Check it out. There's tinsel. Like this is like a Christmas Christmas hat. Tinsel. Oh, it doesn't like me. It's saying go away, go away. To just drizzle a little bit. Japan is in the house. Takama, such a great place. I hope you can all hear me. I've got the microphone on. I'm trying to be a better streamer on this trip. Am I doing a good job? I don't know. But hey, got my umbrella at hand. And we're just going to walk through the streets of Takayama. Show you the vibes, the mood. Now this is a little bit one of these places where things, it's a little bit of a sleepy town after 6 p.m. I'd say. So if you want to get anything done, get it done before 6 p.m. Before 5:30 p.m. at least. I'm doing very well, thank you so much. Lord McGray, hey Alan, nice to see you. Check out AI beer stand if you fancy a nice beer. Here in Takayama, I do fancy a nice beer, but maybe not tonight. I've just had some dinner and a few beers, and my plan is to do a little stream. It probably won't be super long. We'll see how it goes. You never know. You really never know. Follow the Sun is here also. Say Nathan, how did you handle the sake on an empty stomach from today's morning? I'm not gonna lie, it did affect me a little bit. It did affect me a tad. But yeah, I forgot. I've lost my trail of thought right now, to be honest. I do like Takayama a lot. I think it's definitely one of these places where you need to try and get here. The vibe, check out some of these streets. I mean, I know that if Alan, Japan was here right now, he'd be taking tons of footage. Just check out this little street there. This would definitely be one of his little videos, 100%. Nathan, remember I was in London last week? Picked up COVID. Oh no. Oh no. It's a good job we didn't meet. Although I did have COVID 3 weeks ago or so, or a month ago, so hopefully it wouldn't have affected me. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Yeah, this is why I wanted to show you Takayama in the rain at night, because it's kind of special, I think. Now, oh my goodness, there's a little sort of like a play on there's a little pub here, a very cute pub there. These streets are very pretty, but I'm going to mention a few things, and that is, let me just turn the camera around so you can see me. I look like a mess. Everyone, I look like a mess. But what I wanted to mention was that Takayama has changed in the last 10 years, and I wouldn't say for the first time, I'm actually going to say I don't think Takayama has changed for the worse. I think tourism has made Takayama much better. 10 years ago, 9 years ago, when I came here, there were far less options for eating. There's many more restaurants here that are tourist friendly. And apart from that, there's a lot more Hida beef options, because obviously they've realized that tourists want to eat Hida beef. And things are opening much later than before. In the past, you know, I'd say that by 3:30, 4 p.m. things were starting to close. Now things are closing much later. I mean, you know, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I mean, we're not like closing like at 9 p.m, but much later than in the past. So some things are great. I think the Gimbal is not very well balanced, but we'll see if I can fix that later. Let's turn things around. So I got here a question from Japan. I actually got here via Toyama. Tokyo Toyama, Takayama. In total, it was 4 hours and 5 minutes, or 4 hours and 10 minutes. Could have done via Nagoya, and it would have been a very similar sort of 4 hours and 5 or 10 minutes. Bearing in mind that I did have a 25-minute layover. Do you even call it a layover when you're waiting for your next train? But I had a 25-minute wait between trains, so it wasn't 4 hours and 10 minutes sitting on a train, if that makes any sense. All in all, I think it was pretty good trip. I left very early to make it worth my while, and I was in Takayama before 11:30, actually, just before 11:30 in the morning. I have seen Takayama only for one evening in the dark when nobody was there. It was the best carry of our 2019 trip, and then left the next morning with heavy rain. Oh no, skipped the morning market due to that. So tomorrow I'm supposed to be going to Shirakawago. That's my plan. I've got my train tickets. That is supposedly what I'm supposed to be doing. However, things might be changing because tomorrow there's supposed to be a little bit of rain. I mean, it should be raining all day, and the following day is nice and bright. So I'm gonna try and change my bus tickets. I'm gonna try and change my bus tickets to the following day, and if that's the case, because I need to change them very early in the morning, I will head to the morning market if I can, even if it's in the rain. I don't think it's going to rain torrentially. I think it's just going to rain, just, you know. Okay, let me try and get this let me try and get this actually balanced, because obviously it doesn't like the way it's balanced right now. Hold on a second, guys. Let me just close my umbrella. Alright, let's see. Alright, hopefully that's a little bit better. Yeah, the Hokuriku Shinkansen, I got to Toyama. Ooh, day bus, nice. You know what? Actually, I'd say that they're both very similar. How's the audio, by the way? Does it make a difference having a microphone? Right, let's see. I'm not following any maps. I'm just going with my gut, you know? Audio is great. Audio, the sound is good. Thank you so much. Audio is very good to me. Awesome. If you need it to be a little bit louder, I can actually turn up the gain. I think. Anyway. So I want to walk to the river. My hotel is quite lovely. And it's one of those things where it's a sort of ryokan hotel, tatami mats. You need to leave your shoes in lockers at the reception to get to your room. And it's one of those annoying things that perhaps in the future I should make a little video, or I forgot. There's a video coming out soon, next week, and this would have been something I would have added, and that's basically how annoying it is when you have a key to the locker for your shoes, and you go down and you forget your keys to the locker for your shoes, and then you have to go up to get your keys for the locker for the shoes. We stayed in the rickshaw inn. Nice. The bus I took was only in Chinese tour. I couldn't understand. That's fine. Who needs anything? You know, you just need to get there. Daily Yamazaki was indeed spotted. Alan, you've not been to Takama before, right? I'm just going to say one little thing, and that is, if you come to Takayama, you need to stay here. Please don't make it a day trip. Like, stay here 2 nights minimum. It's totally the kind of place that I know that you would absolutely love. Like 100%. Ooh, little tanuki there. The first one I've seen today. Or the first one I spotted anyway. Pretty cool. So I was mentioning my hotel. It's like a ryokan style hotel. Beautiful entry, tatami mats. The room's okay. It's tatami, but it's not futon. It's more like a mattress on the floor, which is fine. It's very nice, and it's got onsen. So after the stream, my aim is to head up to the onsen. Now I have no idea where I am. Oh, you're gonna do postal towns? Yeah, that sounds great, dude. It's been on my list of things to do. I want to do a little bit more postal town sort of things, you know, in the future. Yes, agree on the stay long length, Nathan. We stayed only 1 night during our road trip and each site, and this always felt rushed. And we had to be on time for the next check-in and dinner. Yeah, you know what? I've just been sat next to some Spanish tourists in an izakaya, and they were saying that they've been here for 2 nights, and had they known how much it was, how nice it was, they would have stayed longer. They've rented a car and they're going to be traveling. They're going to be doing Shirakawago and Kanazawa. Hey Michael, how are you doing? That tanuki was polite, hiding his junk. It was indeed. Let's see. So, starting to rain again. Oh, I know. I think I know where I am. Ooh, let me just get the umbrella out. It's definitely been a lot cooler here than in Tokyo. Very, very much appreciated, I'm not gonna lie. Doing well, thank you. Hope you're staying cool. Everyone's staying cool, I think. I hope. So pretty. The tourist information here, I believe, it's obviously closed because it's, I don't know what time it is right now, but it's definitely closed. But yeah, I've got a feeling it's going to be rather rainy tomorrow, and I don't mind doing Takayama in the rain, but if I can change my plans, I would much rather do Shirakawago without the rain. Takayama, I think for me, I've come here for the Hida beef. But I think we're gonna come to the one of the main attractions shortly, I believe. It's a traditional sort of like postal town sort of street, like you've just mentioned with the black wood, the dark wood. Sake, Takama is famous for sake also. There's a few interesting temples also, and there's a beautiful path of temples I highly recommend that you check out. Also, obviously, it's a great sort of like walkway or a great location for you to sort of base yourself in. Also, I would say, okay, I know where we are because I came here earlier, and I'm gonna cross the crossroad. It's just everything looks so different in the dark. But you'll see now what I'm gonna walk through the very, very dark street that is usually, this is one of the highlights. You'll see what I mean now. But obviously during the day, it's far more gorgeous, far more beautiful. My flight was fantastic. Right. Oh, the sound of the rain on the umbrella. I don't know if you can hear it, but wow, I love it. And if not breweries, souvenir stores, coffee shops, liquor stores, little like traditional sweet stores, dango, kakigori. Oh yeah, the Hida folk village I've been to. I'm not doing that this time round. Hey, thanks for the umbrella, but I don't want to overdo it. Let's change the... That's maybe a little bit better now. Are there koi in the gutter? No, I don't think so. There might be. I don't think this is one of those locations where you're gonna see... Oh, go inside. Oh, guy just bumped into me. I don't think this is gonna be... There are areas where there are koi, and one thing you got to be very careful, guys. I mean, in the dark especially, and that is that down there. That's a gutter of water, so that's why I'm walking in the middle of the road. But I need to get back to my hotel, and I need to charge lots of stuff, including the gimbal, including the microphones. By the way, Alan, I'm on the DJI Mini mics. Mic Mini is what I'm on. So actually you asked me a minute ago what my route was, and this was the route that I took from Tokyo. The purple was Toyama on the Shinkansen, on the Hokuriku Shinkansen, and the red was a Hida Limited Express that I took, just so that you can get an idea. Now, how do I get rid of this now? Oh, there we go. Hey Vicente, how are you doing? Nice to... Are you in China? Are you in the UK? Where are you, dude? Japan is very jealous of you, by the way. You're not going to be let back into Japan because you spent some time in China. Hey Michael J, how you doing? Other mini DJI mics, how have you connected them to the phone? Via Bluetooth? No, directly via USB-C. The little connection is so much better than the other one. The other one was so cumbersome and difficult to use. I mean, okay, I'm exaggerating. It wasn't difficult to use, but this one's easy. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's so dark here. So sorry guys, you can't see anything. There's going to be a little bit of a voice of Nathan, Ninja Monkey stream My trip is amazing, Vicente, seriously. I mean, I feel like my trip has started today. I've had a few days in Tokyo, hanging out with people, chilling, you know, but I haven't been exploring really. I've just been doing what I normally do in Tokyo. But today, getting that Shinkansen, you know, doing the change, getting the Hida Limited Express, you know, checking into a new hotel and being ryokan with tatami mats and everything, it just made me feel like my trip has started today. And actually, from today all the way till I think the 4th of August, it's just going to be quite rural, many different hotels, and a lot more exploring. So I'm looking forward to it. Okay, we're getting to a little bit more a brighter area. I was actually expecting those older streets to be a little bit better lit, but they're not. The rain makes things pretty cool though. Tell us about the business class experience. The business class experience was fantastic. I flew British Airways business suites. I got a really good deal. It wasn't as expensive as what you might think. It was only, I think, $400 more return trip business. So I jumped for it, and it was fantastic. The food was pretty good. The service was incredible. My friend helped me get the 1K seat, so the very, very front of the plane, and that basically meant that I had first service and I was first off the plane, or second off the plane actually, but I was first at immigration and first at passport control for sure. The darkness with the wet road was a great vibe. Don't worry about the light. Okay, thanks. I think so. I like the vibe of the rain. Just trying to get my bearings here. I like the vibe. I think the rain on the floor and the lights and the everything. So yeah, I've got about, I think I've calculated I have 41 days left of my trip. I don't want to start getting to the point when counting down though, you know. So let's not do that. Let's not count down my trip. So much ahead, you know. Think forward. Michael, it's beautiful. Great. Well, I'm glad that I can share this with you all. Has it stopped raining? Yes. Let me put the umbrella away. This is the best thing about these transparent umbrellas. You can actually see where you're going when you're holding stuff. So I doubt I'm going to stream tomorrow. You never know. But I believe that the next stream will likely be a Ninja Monkey stream. So what I've done this trip is I've done a little bit of research, got some of the suggestions that you guys have given me, and I've created, you know, pinned maps on Google Maps, saved different lists for each location. So I have the Takama pinned map with all the places that I want to check out, or I'm interested in checking out, and I've followed my own advice of sort of having top 5 things that I want to check out first, you know, so that at least I get those things done. But because I do have plenty of time here in Takayama, I will see quite a bit So I'm quite happy. This quick stream has been fun. How long has it been? 28 minutes. Oh, it hasn't been too bad. Hasn't been too bad. It's not ending yet. I still need to get to my hotel, guys. I just don't want to be like streaming all the time, you know? I don't want to be one of those streamers where it becomes nearly like, ooh, I have nothing to do, so I'm going to stream. I want to stream with intent. I want my streams to have a reason, you know? In this case, I wanted to show you the night time view of Takama, although I was expecting it to be brighter. I thought there would be some street lamps and stuff. So I will most likely, unless I go to another area, not stream in Takayama again. I'll probably stream from the next destination that I'm at. Absolutely. Do I recommend going to Takayama for novice travelers? 150%, yes. I think that these are the sort of locations that you should be adding to your first time itinerary in Japan. You know, do the whole Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, whatever, Golden Triangle, because they have so much to offer. But if you add 2 or 3 locations like Takayama in between, you, my friend, will have something special, you know? And the only issue is obviously that it's a little bit harder to get to, but nothing that a little bit of planning can't help with, you know? Today I made sure that I was on one of the first trains, well, maybe not one of the first Shinkansen, but it was an early Shinkansen. It was a 7:20 in the morning Shinkansen. It was early because I wanted to make sure that I got here before midday. That was my plan. And originally I was going to get one an hour earlier, but I just thought I'm gonna be nice to my body. We want you to enjoy yourself. Also, we appreciate you when you do a stream. Yeah, I love streaming. I love showing you guys something, but I don't want to like just randomly stream just because, you know. I want to stream for a reason. I'm not even very sure where I am. I'm just going to carry on walking. I've got a feeling that I'm walking in the right direction. Ooh. Did you catch the Shinkansen from Weno? No, I actually didn't. I got here, the Shinkansen from the depth of Weno Station is pretty epic, actually, you're right. I caught the Shinkansen from Tokyo Station. Hey, why is it like tilting? Also streams for no reason, as long as it is what you want. No, yeah, I get it. I'm just saying that I don't want to like stream and there's, you know, nothing going on. Right, where the hell am I? I might need to check the map. Let me just get to the end of this road. I think at the end of this road is the train station. And oh, I remember the super hotel. The rain, the wet floor makes everything so cool. The thing is, I'm actually at 2 minds when it comes to tomorrow. So I'm actually at 2 minds when it comes to tomorrow, because today the weather forecast was rain, 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 rain all day. That's what the weather forecast said. But actually, it's rained very little. There's been a sprinkle here and there, no more than for 10 or 15 minutes at a time, and maybe 4 or 5 times in the whole day. And maybe it's rained for like a few seconds and then it stopped. So this is the thing with the weather forecast. Sometimes it says rain, 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 and yeah, it's rained, it's right, but it hasn't rained to the extent that I expected it to rain. That's what I'm trying to say. Bloody wet water. I've seen some of your shorts with Pearl. They've been really good. Yes. Watch that space. Oh yeah, the station is directly ahead. I'll take you all the way to my hotel. I don't think anybody's going to come and find me. Want to show you how beautiful the entrance is. Although there's quite a few nice hotels there. Now, the hotel that I'm staying in had a few negative reviews about the staff being rude when I was reading. But I tell you something, the staff have just been lovely, helpful the whole time. Actually, now that I'm here, before I go to the hotel, maybe I'm going to try and see where the bus station is. Nah, I'm going to go to the hotel. I want to do some onsen. I can't take you to onsen, unfortunately. So that's the station there. JR station is there, that building there. Hey Nathan, looks quiet. Yes, it is quiet. Don't cross, you're breaking the rules, dude. It's red light. Now I can cross. And my hotel wasn't too expensive because I booked it months in advance. And I was looking at the price of the hotel just a few days ago, and boy oh boy, it's like I think double what I paid, or more maybe, potentially. And something interesting that you might see in hotels in Japan is that my hotel, I've got a room with a non-cleaning fee. So they don't clean my room, and I have to get my own towels. But it was like an extra 2,400 or 2,600 yen per day just to have my room, you know, cleaned and my towels presented to me in my room. And I thought, you know what, I'm only going to be here 3 nights, 4 nights. I think I can manage without having to clean my you know, having a clean room every single day. I think I can manage getting my own you know, my own towels. Hey, back in the clay, how you doing? Mr. Big Battery Pack Bank. Now you have 2. Now you have even more weight, dude. No laundry yet. No laundry yet. I will be doing laundry in Okayama. It's all planned. Basically, after Takayama, I go to Okayama, and that's my laundry day. Takayama is very different at night. I mean, now I'm like in the area of my hotel. My hotel is 5 minutes, 6 minutes walk. I think it's actually 5 minutes walk from the station. We're just approaching my hotel. You'll see how cool it is. The entrance is pretty cool. The entrance is epic, actually. It's quite a new hotel. My understanding is it's quite a new hotel also. So this here is my hotel, and let me show you the entrance to it. This is the entrance to my hotel, guys. It gives you the proper like ryokan vibes, right? Haha. But I'm not going to take you any further than this, unfortunately. You'll have to wait for the next one. Do you notice that hotels are cheaper now? It's summer and there were earthquake rumors. Actually, no. Actually, I don't think hotels are cheaper. Oops. I think that hotels, I bought my hotels months ago, 4 or 5 months ago, and I was checking I've been checking the prices over the past 2 weeks, more or less, and they definitely shot up here. Anyway, guys, show the laundry facilities for unsure travelers. Well, Jamie, actually on Happy Gaijin, I've been showing some things for members only. Happy Gaijin, the shorts on Happy Gaijin are at the moment the way that the setup is for members only. So those of you who are members, I want to show you some insights, some you know, day-to-day things that I get up to, that kind of thing. So check out the shorts there as members. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna head up to the onsen. What's the time? Time for onsen. Take care. Thanks for watching. Stay positive. Be happy, Gaijin. And